Good morning, good morning. Come on in. We're going to get started. I'm going to do quick training on kind of the 4 different phases of pitching and what you need, from my professional opinion, on how to pitch accordingly. So I want to kind of give you that today, especially since I'm doing a 4-hour intensive on how to pitch and prepare to get new clients and get into a new room. And so I want to talk about that. Thank you. So come on in the room. Let me know if you have pen and paper. Do you have pen? Do you have paper? Make sure that you take good notes. I am doing a 4-hour intensive on how to actually do what I'm talking about on February 8th. It will be from 12 to 4. So I want to, give you some information that I feel like you can use to prepare you before you even get there. And so for those that do not know me, my name is Bianca Shelly Robinson. I am a global project manager. I'm in the business of aligning strategic opportunities for my clients that will produce profitable results. And so I'm all about having your bank account reflect your work ethic. But the only way that we can do that is by focusing on money generating activities. And before we even get to the money generating activities, we have to ensure that our business infrastructure is in alignment. I believe that if you have the right processes in your business, your productivity will increase. When processes and productivity meets, profit increases as well. And so I don't want you to work hard. I want you to work smart. I want you to diversify your business model so that you can make all of the money that you deserve to make, but also keep your sanity and be able to just do what you want to do. Like, you make all of this money, but you're tied to your phone, you're tied to your computer, you're tied to your desk. You can't enjoy it. And so I don't want that to be you. And so I help my clients diversify their business model so that we can do what we want to do, when we want to do it, how we want to do it, and we can create a business model based on the lifestyle that we want. So that's who I am, what I do. Today, the topic is the 4 phases, I believe, to pitching. I pitch on average maybe 5 to 6 times a day. Like, I'm actively pitching every single day, 5 to 6 times a day. So if we just go with the 5, it's 5 working days in a week. I pitch 5 people, that's 25 people. So if I'm pitching 25 people, out of the 25, maybe 15, right, will respond back. A response is, hey, yes, I'm interested in knowing more, right? So maybe 15 will say yes. Out of the 15, maybe 5 I hop on a call with, or I go to coffee with, or I go to a meeting with. So let's just say out of the 15, maybe 10, maybe 10 are like, yeah, let's hop on the phone. Hey, let's get coffee. Like, hey, I'm interested. So I'm working with 10. Out of 10, maybe only 6 are serious. Maybe out of the 6, only 2 are ready to proceed right now. So out of 25, I'm probably getting 2, right? Like 2 to pay the invoice and for us to work together right now. Out of 25, I probably get 2. However, those are 25 people that I've added to my mailing list. Those are 25 people now that I have in my Rolodex. Those are 25 people that now I'm on their radar. Those are 25 people that we might not work together first quarter, which it usually works like that. You pitch one quarter, it's not in their budget. They're not the decision maker. They already have somebody to do it. But then Q3, Q4 come around. They're like, hey, I remember you had said that you was going to do this for me, and we had somebody, but we're no longer using that person, or it didn't work out. I'm interested, right? So I'm always actively building my pipeline every single day. I am out here proactively pitching every single day, talking to new people, new audiences, new relationships every single day. So remember, if I gave you 20, and not saying that the 25 that I reach out to are no's. It could be a not right now. It could be it's not the right time. It could be we already have somebody. It could be we're not at that phase in our business yet. It can be, we need more information. It could be I'm not the decision maker. So it's not 25 no's. It's just 25 not right nows. And out of the 25, 2 are ready. But I wouldn't have never got the 2 if I was just like, I'm just going to pitch to 2 people. Well, what if those 2 don't work, right? And so a lot of times we're looking for that needle in a haystack person of they going to come. We going to bump together. They going to walk into my path. And I'm very strategic on how I position those 25. So therefore, those 25 they line up accordingly. Those 25, I have what they want to offer. Those 25, we are a perfect match. So I'm not just pitching out of the sky. Like, I've done my research. I've pinpointed this correctly. So these 25 are a direct connection. So it's not like I'm pitching people that are not interested in what I have to offer, or they already have it. It's not that. So I want to kind of give you the 4 phases of what I do and what I'll teach you in this 4-hour training that I'm doing on February 8th. It's online, so you're going to be at home on your computer. I'm going to give you phase 1, then I'm going to give you time to work on it. Then we're going to come back, and I'm going to give you phase 2. I'm going to give you time to work on it. Then we're going to come back. Then we're going to have a kind of a working session where we review each other's information to make sure that we're on the right path. And then we do the same thing for 3 and 4. So it's a working session. After these 4 hours is finished, you should have all of the essential tools needed for you to actually pitch accordingly, okay? So if you are ready, put ready in the comments so that we can get started. I have kind of the 4 phases that I go through before I even can say I pitch correctly. So let's put ready in the comments if you are ready. Hi, good morning. I'm so trying to lose weight and drinking this water, and oh God, just want to be fat and happy. God, Lord God. Okay, so the first phase, right, of pitching is to make sure that you assess. You have to assess people first. You have to assess them. What is the assessment? You have never just walked into a car lot and they was like, okay, here go the keys, you can have a car. Like, they assess you first. Don't they ask you questions? What's your budget? You know, what's your credit score? Where are you looking to go? What kind of car are you looking for? What you looking for the car to do? Okay, let's go look at some cars, right? And then they run your credit, right? You've never went to a restaurant, you just walked in and they just brought you everything on the menu. They ask you questions. What would you like? What type of drink would you like? Would you like an appetizer with that? Okay, are you ready to get to the main course? Like, they ask you these clarifying questions. You have to assess. A lot of you guys don't spend enough time assessing. You just automatically assume because the person say, well, I'm looking for a business coach. You're like, hey, I'm a business coach. Like, hey, I'm looking for a fitness, somebody to help me work out. I'm looking for a personal trainer. Hey, I'm a personal trainer. Like, you have to assess them first to see if they are a good fit. Like, you are the prize. Like, you are the best thing since Jesus. Like, it's a privilege for them to work with you. So therefore, you want to make sure that they are worth to work with you. You want to make sure that it aligns accordingly. You want to make sure that it's worth your time. You want to make sure that they are a good fit. Stop taking everybody that say, hey, I need a business coach, or hey, I need a photographer. Like, okay, let me assess you first. You just can't just hop on over here. Let me do my research to make sure that we are a good fit. And a lot of times we don't assess. And so when you don't assess accordingly, you end up getting a client from hell, the customer from hell, a person that you don't want to work with, a person that doesn't fit your business model, that doesn't fit your values, a person that doesn't have the right prerequisites to even come over here. It's just a snowball effect when you don't assess accordingly. So you have to assess these people before you even introduce yourself. Like, do your research. And so I'm looking for a full-time driver to drive me back and forth to like my meetings and things like that. I'm looking for a full-time driver. I'm also looking for that same driver to pick my clients up from the airport. I have a lot of clients that's flying in and they're booking VIP days, and we're working together on projects for weeks at a time, and so they're going to stay here. So I'm looking for a driver to pick them up from the airport, to drop them off at their hotel, and to bring them, you know, to the office. Like, I'm looking for that. And so I had someone to I made a post on Facebook like, hey, I'm looking for a driver. Like, I'm looking for somebody to do all of this stuff. Tag people. So, you know, everyone gets in there tagging, hey, go to this person. Hey, go to this person. So I had all of these multiple people tagging, you know, these people. So I'm like, okay, let me make a spreadsheet. Let me go ahead and get the information so I can give it to my team so they could research and assess. Well, one person like shot me a DM like, hey, these are my cars. This is what I could do. This is what I offer. You know, we need to go ahead and work together. Give me a call. So I'm like, let me just call him. Like, let me just, I call. So I call, and he's telling me everything that I don't want, right? I work with all these celebrities, and, you know, the other people are in here in town, you know, but I don't have regular cars. Like, I don't have regular sedans. I don't have regular Escalades. I have luxury, extravagant, like, all of these things or whatever. You know, I got the 18-seater, you know, I got one that fit 10 people, like, just, and I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, yeah, you know, those other people, they don't have all that. You know, I'm top of the line. Like, I have all of this. And I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, so are you ready to book? And I was like, no. And he was like, why? I was like, because you just sold me on everything that I did not want. And he lets me know that you didn't even do your research. And you were so quick to just respond that you didn't do the research to figure me out. I am one person. I have a client coming in. Not 12 clients, not 30 clients at a time. I have one client coming in at a time. Why would I need an 18-seater to pick up one person for an airport? I am one people. It's 4 people on my team. Why would we need an 18-seater to drive us around, to drop us off at meetings, to pick us up and drop us off? Why would we need that? And the sedan is what I would prefer. The regular smuggler Escalade that you just downplayed, that's what I would like. I don't need this. Oh, I don't care that you picked up the mayor. I don't care that you drive. I don't care about any of that. You didn't do your research on me. You didn't look at my company. You didn't see the type of clients that I had. Like, you didn't see, you know, where I was located. And so therefore, what the distance would be from the airport. Like, you just, no, I'm not interested. Then he was like, well, I mean, I could accommodate the price. I don't want you to adjust your prices for me. Like, so if I was just cool with it, then you would have just charged me thousands of dollars. But since I said that I have a reserve, your rebuttal is I'm gonna work with your price. But just 5 minutes before, I work with celebrities. This is how much it costs, and now all of a sudden you're willing to switch your entire thing. I don't want that either. Like, your price is your price, and I'm okay with that. Doesn't mean that I have to buy it. Doesn't mean that that's the value. Your job as a business owner is to solve a problem. It's to solve a problem. Based on my budget determines how the problem will be solved. If you are a caterer, your job is to feed me. Based on my budget determines what style you're going to feed me. If I got money for a 200 people event and I want every person to have a single plate, then that's what I'm going to pay for. If I need buffet style, that's what I'm going to pay for. If I need lunches for the meetings and I need them packed up, that's what I'm going to pay for. If I need meal prep and I only want to do 5 days a week instead of the 30 days a month, that's what I'm going to pay for. Your job is to provide the service. Based on my budget depends on how I'm going to get the service. If I went to McDonald's today and I had $4, McDonald's job is to feed my hunger. If I got $4, I know I'm on a dollar menu. If I got 10, I know I can give my kids what they like, the double cheeseburger. I know I can get like a number 9. But their job is to provide a service to solve my pain point. My budget determines how it's going to be solved. Just like on an airplane. The airplane's job is to fly you to get you from point A to point B. Based on your budget determines where you're going to sit. If you feeling luxury and you only fly first class, you're going to sit in the front. That's your budget. You don't care where you sit. You just want to be on a plane. That's your budget. If you like, hey, it's like, I don't want to pay for them bags. You know, you just gonna take a little purse. Like, their job is to provide the solution to your problem. Based on the type of money that you have determines if I'm going to solve the problem, which is one-on-one. If your budget is not for me to do it one-on-one, maybe you got a product like some e-courses or some e-books or some trainings, right? I'm still solving your problems to help you grow your business and scale your business. But if your budget don't allow you to come over here, I have other stuff for you over here. It's not my job to tell you what your budget is. It's my job to tell you the problem that I solve. It's up to you to figure out based on your budget how I'm going to solve that problem. Like, and I think that we don't understand that. The car lot's job is to give you a reliable car. Based on your budget determines what car you're going to walk out of there with. But they're solving a problem. They have cars. The job of the cleaning lady is to come and clean your house. Based on your budget determines what she's going to do and how many days she's going to come. Right? That's your budget. That don't have nothing to do with me. Your budget and your cash flow, it has absolutely positively nothing to do with me. You got $12, I got a $12 train. You want to talk to me, that's $300. You want to work with me one-on-one, $2,500. You flying out here for me to work with you, that's $3,000, right? What if you don't have that? Cool, come to my free group. I have a free training. I have free resources. My job is to solve your problem, right? And so I think that we don't understand that. So you have to assess. Assessment is key. First thing you want to do is assess, right? You have to assess. And a lot of times we are not assessing those to figure out where it goes, right? It's your job to figure that out, right? Not my job to figure out where I'm going to put you. Your budget determines that. That's not my job. It's my job to tell you all of the options, but it's your job based on your bank account to figure out where you're going to go. So I was just thrown off by it anyway, but it also made me realize that people don't know how to assess. Assessment is the number one thing. You have to assess. Like, you have to qualify. You have to figure out the prerequisites before you even come over here. The car lot does the prerequisites, right? They run your credit to see where you're going to be. They run your credit to see what type of interest rate you're going to get. You could get this car, but the interest rate going to be different if your credit score is not good. Your payment is going to be more if your credit score, but you can have this car. Here you go, right? But it's up to my budget to figure out where I'm at in alignment. The first thing you want to do is assess. And so we work heavily on assessing. And each person assesses differently, right? Just like a coach. One coach might teach this way, another coach might teach this way. It might be the same information, but they just teach it, differently based on their styles and based on what they bring to the table. Totally, it's okay. And I tell people all the time, you want to spend money with people that teach you how you learn. Don't you know, you was in college and you had this bomb professor and you loved him because he taught you how you learn. Like, he spoke the lingo based on your knowledge. Like, it was like, oh my God, like, he's so great. He using real world examples. But then you get the teacher that don't teach well because he doesn't know how to put the practical with the book. He don't know how to go off scope. And his class is very boring, but that was a class that you could not miss because one miss and you got F. So you're like, I have to sit here to learn this. It's the same thing. You have to learn it. You just have to pick and choose who you want to learn it from. You might be in a class with the boring professor and you have to sit there to learn it. Like, it's nothing you can do about it. Or you might be like, you know what, I'm going to drop this semester because my teacher that I like teach next semester. So I'm going to just take one class, even though it's probably going to take me an extra semester to finish. Cool, because I already know I'm going to get an F messing with him because he don't teach me how I learn. So I'm going to just go ahead and wait for the next professor to come through, right? You make adjustments according to your budget based on your lifestyle and based on what you want. So the first thing is to assess. The second thing is your research. You assess and then you do the research. So for me, I want to work with this paint company like really bad. I know a couple of employees that work there. I've been to a couple of their events. I really want to work with this paint manufacturer company. And so I'm like on an email list. They're having a training in Arizona. I'm going to the training in Arizona. They do like research and development trainings where you could come in, you could try to paint like I'm vested. Like, this is my research. I'm researching to see where I can get in, right? I've already done my assessment, so I know that it's a good fit. I know that I want them. Now I have to do my research. Assessment is to qualify. The research is to get you in the door, right? The assessment is to qualify them just to see if they're a good fit, just to see if it adds up. But then you want to do your research. Just because you assessed it doesn't mean from the research that you like. Just like if you like a house, right? On the internet, right? You might be looking for a new house. You might assess it, right? Like, okay, they had the rooms I want. They got the bathrooms I want. They got the neighborhoods that I want. Like, cool. Then you go there. That's your research. Like, this need a lot of work. It's mold. The roof old. Like, you don't know any of that until you get into that research phase where you're actually going there, right? So you want to assess and then you want to research. Research for me is actually going, I want to see it. I want to touch it. I did it online already. Now I need to touch it. I need to get into the vicinity to kind of see how it works for me. And so that's the same thing. Just because you assessed it, like, you might assess your dream car. This your car. You like the car. You went there, you talked to the man, it worked out. Now you researching it, and now you in the car, and you like, I don't even want this car. They're like, you could keep it for a week just to see if you like it. And you like, no. That's your research and development. Like, we want this car. I can afford it. I like it. I don't even want it, right? That's that research phase. So you need to research. What is your research? I'm going to an event tomorrow. And so I have like 4 people that I want to work with. Well, I've already assessed them online. I've done my research to know that they're going to be there. So now I'm going to have a conversation with them. I've already emailed them already to tell them that I was going to be there, that I had a couple questions. Like, they already know that already. So now when we meet, I'm researching them. Do I really want to work with this person? Do I really like them? You know, from what I assess, do they really need this or do they need something else, right? I'm doing all of that already. So that's that research phase, right? The third thing you need is your pitch. Your elevator pitch is very important. I tell you all the time, your elevator pitch is one of the most essential tools in your business. It's the nucleus of your business. It's how you plan your products and your services. It's how you plan what you're going to say, right? It's that. So tell me about yourself. A lot of y'all be like, well, you know, I'm a mom, you know, I've been married for the past 4 years, you know, I went to Grambling State University, you know, and I graduated top of my class. And yeah, like, I'm just like so happy to be here. I don't care about any of that. I don't care that you're a mom, I don't care that you're a wife, I don't care that you went to Grambling State. I don't care about any of that. That question, so tell me about yourself. How can we move the needle? Why do I want to talk to you? What is so important about you that I should be listening? It's 100 people in here that do what you do. Why am I talking to you? What value do you bring? How can you solve my problem? What is my problem? Right? Like, that's that pitch. That's that. A lot of you guys don't have that pitch, right? Because the assessment, you do that on your own. The research, you do that on your own, and then you go to see it. Well, now that you're there, what are you going to say? You didn't size it up. This your person. You done researched it. They're great. You like them. Now that you at the event, you like, yes, I'm at the event. I've researched it. It makes sense. I'm going to get there. What the hell you going to say when you get there? Well, what you going to say? I've been researching you for 5 months. We should work together. Oh, okay. If your ideal client was standing you in the face, the person that had the money, had the resources, had all of the stuff that you needed, and they're right here. Hi, how you doing? My name is Bianca. I'm the owner of Kate & Kate Consulting. You said that you wanted to meet with me today. I'm excited to meet with you. What do you have for me? What the hell you gonna say? Hi, I'm just so happy. What you gonna say? You gonna freeze up? Because you don't know. You don't know what to say. Or you might give your regular smuggler elevator pitch that is not customized that they need. You might just be like, oh my God, I help people grow and scale their business, and so I could do the same thing for you. Like, oh my God. No. hey, I read your article that you put out in 2018 that was in Forbes magazine, and I thought it was great because it really touched on what we do in my business, and it goes with the values that you have in your company. You want your employees to have work-life balance. You want your employees to be able to work smart and not have to work hard, and you want that flexibility for them to be able to work at home because 80% of your population are women and they're millennials. So as millennials, we want to work at home. So I have a solution for you to increase your productivity so that you can still get those same results and your employees can work at home. And then you could like downsize the other 5 offices that you have. Like, is that something you're interested in? Yes, I'm very interested, Bianca. Tell me how you could do that. But I researched that. I figured that out. Like, I'm just like, oh my God, I could grow your business. Like, yay. No. I researched this shit. I've assessed this. I'm very clear when I talk. I am directly tapping on this pain point every day, all day. I know what you want. I've already researched. I've already figured it out already. I'm already in the game. Like, I'm already here already. So yes, I want to. Bianca, this is my assistant, Brittany. Brittany, can you put something on the calendar? I'm free tomorrow at 2:00. Okay, well, let's meet tomorrow too. We can actually meet now. Are you free now? I have an entire presentation if that's something that you're interested in looking at right now. Yes, my office is across the street. Let's go to the office. My office is across the street. Like, I'm already prepared, right? So that was my pitch. The pitch got me in the door, but the pitch proposal is what's going to give me the money. Now I got my pitch proposal, right? Like, I'm clear. A lot of you guys are really, really horrid at giving people everything and you don't even know if that's what they want. Like, I'm not ever just sending somebody a pitch proposal. Because guess what? In your pitch proposal, you're outlining everything that I could do for you, how I could do it for you, how I can make it better. What you will come to realize is people already have a team. They already have the people to do the work. They just don't know what work to tell them to do. So since you, Miss Know-It-All, you didn't just send me a pitch proposal and tell me everything that I do wrong and how I need to do it and how I need to implement it. I have no reason for you. I already have a team. I just don't know what to tell them to do. I already have a team. I just don't know how to move the needle. I already have a team. I just don't know how to utilize them. Well, thank you, Bianca, because you already told me and you sent me that pitch proposal in an email. So no, I'm not going to respond back. And no, I don't need you. But Brittany worked on my team. So I'm just going to give Brittany this nice little email that you sent me. And so Brittany, this is what we're about to do. A lot of y'all, I have no clue who taught you, but a lot of you guys are so excited for the opportunity and you don't even have an opportunity yet. Like, you don't even, it's no opportunity. Like, an opportunity is when a person says, hey, yes, I would like to invite you. That opportunity is not the email. That opportunity is not even the phone call when you are trying to get through the gatekeeper. That's just research, right? And so I've seen me, just like when people pitch me, they tell me everything that I need, how I need it, what's my social media for, where I need to go, how I need to angle it, what I need to do, what I'm missing on my website, how I need to put it on my website, what steps, what systems. And I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. Whitney, go ahead and implement all this stuff that they just said. Come up with a plan, and then in our meeting, you can just tell me what I need to do. I already have a team. I already have people. And if I didn't have a team and if I didn't help people, you already told me who I need to hire already. So what's the purpose of me working with you? Why? I can just tell them what you told me. So I don't need you, right? And so a lot of us are just excited for the opportunity when it's no opportunity. Like, it's nothing there. So I need you to be very clear in 2020 on how you're operating. You have great products, you have great services, but you're in front of the wrong people. You're talking to the wrong people. Your pitch isn't correct. Your proposal isn't correct. Your lingo isn't correct. Your assessment, all your stuff is, only thing you got right is a product and a service. That's all you got. That's all you got. But nobody cares about the product and service because we don't know about it. We haven't got that far. And a lot of times you guys like to sell on your products and on your services. I don't even care about you yet. I don't even like you yet. I don't even know you yet. None of that is important to me. None. I don't care that you got a 3-week program. I don't care that you got a 5-day program. I don't care that you got a boot camp. I don't care that you got a 6. I don't care about any of that because I don't care about you. Who are you? What do you do? Who else have you helped? Where did you find me at? How do you know me? How do you know this is the problem that I have? Where did you come from? Like, a lot of y'all not even in the game, and you be like, oh my God, like 2020 is. No, you're nowhere close. So I need you to get clear. And a lot of times it's because no one has taught you, or you're not coachable. I've come to realize that a lot of people are just not coachable. You are know-it-all and you don't know shit. So it's just like, well, figure it out on your own, right? I've come to realize that a lot of people know a whole bunch of stuff, but that stuff is not what you need to get you to where you're trying to go. And so I've come to realize that too. Like, well, you figure it out. And so I want you to be clear in 2020. We're still in the beginning stages, right? But this month is almost over. And so you on this, oh, my new year, my new you. You got the same old shit. Like, how is this a new year and a new you with the same old shit? Like, I don't understand. So I need you to get clear for 2020. How are you going to assess these people? How are you going to research these people? What is your pitch, right? And so you got to start with the end in mind, right? You have to work from backwards to forward. Backwards to forward. A lot of you go from forward to back. You want to start back to front, right? So an example of back to front is you're getting a house built. You already know what it looks like already because you drive to the model houses all the time. So you know what the end is. You have the end in mind. Well, you're not getting the model house. You got a bad plot, a dirt, a lot of where you're going to build it at. So you have to start with the end in mind. This is my house, but let me work back. Where do I want it to go? Like, where's my lot? It's like $3,500 because we was getting a house built, so I kind of know about this, but we didn't. It's $3,000 for dirt. This where it's gonna go. It's hold your spot. No building has happened. Same thing. What's the end in mind? You already know that you want to work with this company. You already know that you want this contract already. You already know that you want this particular person. You already know that already. Start with the dirt. What are you gonna need? What tools do you need? What flight you gotta get? Real right now, I'm kind of planning just all of the people that I want to work with and where I'm trying to go. We're right now today. We have a meeting today. I'm looking at flights, like where we need to go, like where we need to fly to, like where will they be? Like they're speaking at that conference. Okay, I need to see if I can speak at that conference too, because then I could go for free. If I'm speaking at the conference, I'm getting the conference for free. So I already want to work with them, and they're a speaker too. So maybe I need to see if they still got speaker submissions open so I can go and speak at the same conference that they talking to. So then it makes my argument no argument. It's already a done deal. Because once they hear what I have to say, it's like, oh my God, I want to work with them. And then I don't even have to tell them that I want to work with them. I could just act like, oh my God, like, sure, let's figure it out. But I've already did my research already. So I brought them to me instead of me going to them, because I'm just going to go to where they are. Like, I'm going to be in pure alignment. Like, they speak. I like to speak after. Like, I want to speak after that person. So they could think that they killed it, and then I come up and then they're like, oh my God, like I need to know. I didn't even know. Like, how did you do that? So very strategic in how I operate. So we're looking up flights now, because I have a list of 50 people that I want to work with and corporations that I want to work with in 2020. Well, I need to figure out where they're going to be at so that I can magically bump into them too, and we can, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know you was going to be here. Like, I'm here too. Like, hey girl. So I have to magically, casually set up my bump and do, right? But I'm already 12 steps ahead already. Like, already there already. I'm very clear on how I'm operating for 2020. You need to get clear. You're not clear. You winging it. You winged it already in 2019. Don't wing that shit in 2020. You already winged it already in 2019. In 2020, it should be very clear. You wasn't clear in 2019. It's okay. But in 2020, I need you to be very crystal, very clear, super clear, right? So first thing you want to do, like I said, is assess. The second thing you want to do is research. Third thing, you have to have your pitch, and you have to understand your pitch proposal. I told you about the story how I was speaking in a college and I was on a radio station, and I was just, this had to be like 4 years ago. I was just speaking on a radio station. So one of the students was one of my Instagram followers, and her project was to interview me on the radio station. So I'm just doing it regular. And so when I got out of the station, the dean of the school was standing at the door. And he's like, oh my God, like I heard you. You were so great. Like I was left the building, but I heard you on the radio. I came back. I would love for you, to come and speak to the kids. We have like a back to school thing that's coming up. We also have like a professional day coming up, and we want you to be the speaker for that and do some workshops and trainings, how can we get that started? And so I was like, well, do you have a card? And he was like, yeah. I was like, okay, well, I can send you my cost proposal, because he was like, tell me the price, what it's got to be. And I was like, well, I can send you my cost proposal. You got a card? And he was like, yeah. So he gave me the card. And so I'm like, and he like, I'm talking like, that's kind of rude. I was like, oh, I was sending you the cost proposal. Like, I was sending it over. He was like, you have it? I was like, yeah. He like, you have it right now? I'm like, yeah. He was like, come to my office. I went to his office, ended up getting 3, and it was like my highest paid speaking engagement from a school. I got 3 of them, but I was on a radio station, and if I wouldn't have had my shit together, it probably wouldn't have went like that. It probably wouldn't go like that. I am always prepared. I am always prepared. I am 5 steps ahead. I've already anticipated what you're going to say, how you're going to say it, what you need to do, how it's going to work out. Like, I'm already prepared already. So things always work out because I've already prepared this already. It's not my first rodeo. It's not my second. It's not my 10th. I've did this already. Because before, when that situation happened to me before, and they asked me for a cost proposal, I didn't have it. I didn't have a pitch. I didn't have anything. I was just like, oh. I was just excited for the opportunity, but I put my foot in my mouth because I was not prepared. Didn't get that. All I got to do is get burned one time, half of a time, right? And I'm going to figure it out. So I'm like, that's going to happen again because I already know me. I already know how I operate already. I already know my strengths, my gifts, my talent. I already know that. So it's going to happen again. It's not going to happen to me anymore. Didn't happen to me anymore. Because every time now when people are like, hey, I want you to do this. Hey, I want you to do this. Do you have a card? Sure, like, oh, okay. I already sent it already. What time is a good time for us to talk? Like, prepare. When you are prepared, you weed out a lot of shit. Just, I don't need to talk to your assistant. I'm talking to you. I don't need to figure out what day on the calendar. My calendar is right here. A lot of times I take my operational manager, her name. A lot of times I'll take her with me. It weeds out a lot of stuff. Like, we right here. We could figure it out right now. Like, how can we kind of move this needle? And so I want you to be prepared for 2020. I want you to be in alignment for 2020. I don't know what you're going to do, how you got to do it, what you got to sell, who you got to go with. But I just need you to be prepared for 2020. Because I feel like 2020 is the year of those unanswered prayers getting answered. And so everybody say like, if it's meant, it'll come back. It's not going to come back no more. Like, God is not going to keep sending you these opportunities for you to keep sending them back, hoping that He's going to send the shit back to you. He's just not. He does not work like that. It's just, you said you wanted, you prayed on it, here it go. Oh, you don't want it? Oh, okay. I guess you really didn't want it, right? And so I operate this is my only shot. This is all I got. It's not going to come back around. I'm not going to get this opportunity anymore. Guess I gotta go for the kill. And so since I operate in that way, I am always prepared for excellence. I am always prepared for how it's gonna roll. Like, what are we gonna do? And so I want you to operate in that way. It's not gonna come back. The opportunity is not gonna come back. You're not gonna get that second phone call. You're not gonna get that second email. That email that you got is that's it. That phone call that you got, like, that's it. That meeting that you just magically bumped into somebody at Starbucks that live 500 miles away from you, and you just magically saw them at the same Starbucks, that's not gonna happen. Where are you prepared? Like, and it's easy to get prepared because it could just be in a Google Doc on your phone. My preparation is in a free Google Doc on my phone. When I send cost proposals, I'm just sending you the link to my Google Drive so you can see it. When I'm pitching for speaking engagements, I'm just sending you the link to a Google Doc that has all of that. When I'm pitching to work with organizations, I'm sending you a link to my Google Doc that shows my presentation. It's free. I'm using free resources to get paid work. Like, it's all about just your preparation and being organized and being prepared for the opportunity when the opportunity approaches. Your opportunity is not gonna come back. So I need you to be prepared. And so we're gonna talk about a lot of this in the 4-hour training. I'm going to teach you how to properly do an assessment. I'm going to teach you how to properly do your research. I'm going to teach you how to properly do your elevator pitch. Even if you have an elevator pitch, I have 7. I know who I'm talking to when it's a corporation. I know who I'm talking to when it's at a women empowerment event. I know who I'm talking to when I'm at a brunch. I know who I'm talking to when I'm just walking in Target. I know what to say when I'm on a radio station. I know what to say when I'm on my live stream. Like, I have 7. One main pitch, and that one main pitch is broken up to customize to the audience that I'm talking about. I know who I'm talking to all of the time. My pitch proposal, I'm very clear on the pitch proposal. Like, it doesn't have to be a long, elaborate proposal either. Like, my pitch proposal is a page. Like, and since I pitch the same type of people, I don't have to keep doing a different pitch proposal. It's literally like the first paragraph is like switched, but everything else is the same. I pitch to the same people. I pitch to the same people that need the solutions that I offer. I'm not pitching to people that don't need what I have to offer. And so therefore the treatment is the same. It's just based on their budget, where they're gonna fall, right? And so I need you to just be really clear about that. So I'll take a couple questions to see what I need to do. But it's probably not going to show up. It's probably just going to show up on my phone. So I pitch the same type of people. So you've been in the back of my mind when I negotiate terms of pay. No opportunity is there yet. Always learn so much from your true. Oh, this is true. Everyone should be coachable. Up until that's one thing I've always got. Networking is everything but make. I remember this story. Yeah. So let me just see if you guys have any questions. I'm gonna put on my glasses because I can't see. But I don't like doing live streamings in my glasses because I have the glare. I don't like the glare. Let me see. Are you offering anything for elevator pitch? My previous purchase got deleted. Purchase with a bundle. You purchased the elevator pitch? Just send me an email. If you already purchased something already, you don't have to repurchase it. Just send Whitney an email and she will send it to you. Horrid. Horrid is my favorite word. Okay, so you guys don't have any questions. Great. So the link for the 4-hour intensive will go out on Friday. The investment is $249, but you just have to pay $100 to secure your spot, and you can pay the rest of the balance 3 days before. It's also a replay too. I'm not answering any of your questions once you decide that you feel like you want to watch the replay. So I am live, so you should be live too, so that I can answer your questions live. But you'll get the replay. But no, I'm not answering your questions once you get the replay. I was there for 4 hours. You should have been live with me. I mean, you should have answered all your questions, comments, and concerns then. So no, I had somebody ask me that, like, hey, like, I'm working that day, I'm not gonna be able to come. Can I buy the replay and send you my questions? No, you cannot. You could book a session for me to answer your question. But no, I'm already there for 4 hours. I'm not doing that. But you can always book a session and watch it, and then I can answer your questions after. Yes, but no, I'm not answering your long dissertations after I've been for 4 hours and I'm answering questions for 4 hours. And now you decide that you want to watch the replay, or now you decide a month later that you want to do the work and you want to ask me questions. No, I'm not doing that. But you can always book a sessions and I'll answer any questions, comments, or concerns that you have. But no, no, I'm not doing that. So the 4-hour training will teach us how to write our pitch. Yes, the 4-hour. When you leave this 4-hour training, you should have a pitch, and you will have a pitch proposal, and you will know how to qualify and assess the people that you're going to pitch. Yes, that's the whole purpose. I'm gonna teach it. I'm gonna train for 30 minutes. Then you got 30 minutes to figure it out. I'm gonna train you for 30 minutes, and then you got 30 minutes to figure it out. Then we have an hour of where we're gonna ask questions, right? We're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna look at it. You're gonna ask other people to look at it. Yes. And then we go back to the other two. So yeah. Any more questions? I just got one of y'all DM messages. She gonna say, you be telling the truth because you tell the same story. And it's like, I'm a lot of things, but a liar I am not. Like, I'm not. I'm a lot of things, but a liar, I'm just not. Okay, so it doesn't look like you guys have any more questions. And so the link for the 4-hour intensive, it will go out on Friday. I'm only taking 50 people, so you gotta have $100 to secure your spot. Once those 50 spots are gone, it's, I don't know. But tell you, a lot of people say, well, are you doing it again? I don't know. I'm not sure. Depends on my schedule. I know I'm doing it now, but I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't have plans on doing it again this year. So I usually start with pitches at the end of the year to prepare you for the beginning of the year. But now I'm just going to start with pitching the beginning of the year. So you should be good the whole year. So I'm going to kick that off. I'm also doing the sales and strategy 10-day challenge. We'll talk about that later, but the landing page for this goes up. So I hope you guys have a really good weekend. Make sure you invite your people to the group. I'm not really doing a lot of live streaming anymore. I really want to cultivate the group. So make sure you invite your people to the group. Make sure they answer the questions or they won't get in the group. I feel like if you can't answer the 3 questions and follow directions, we already set up for failure already. So make sure they answer the questions. But I hope you guys have a good day. I'm going to download this, put it on the landing page. I was going to write all this out, but I was like, I could just do a quick training. Oh, I said I was going to be on here for 20 minutes. It's been 47 minutes. But I hope you guys have a good day. And if you have questions, you can put them on this feed. I'll answer those questions. If you have questions about it, just put it on this particular feed. But I hope you guys have a great day.